Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Infinity Wars with me, Brainboy20. When we last left off, we had failed a rift run spectacularly and went back to some constructive play. However, I feel as if now is a time to try once more with the rift, and I received a free card, a unique demon. Cost increases for each card in your hand at the end of each turn. If it's deployed, all cards in the hand. All your opponent's hand. Wait, what? All the cards in your opponent's hand are moved to your hand. Well, that is... I don't know what to think of this card. Oh well. We might try to make a deck out of it, but anyway, as I have just said, let's go to the draft. I have just enough to try once more, and hope I don't fail miserably. So let's draft. So as for my first creature, Spirit of the Ancient Guardians, do I really want... I actually kind of do, just because the flying, vigilance, and guaranteed death of a creature is nice, but it's heavy removal bait. I will take the Varroa Kidnapper, though. Flying and vigilance. I'm trying to think of how many cards there are. This is... Soldier of Purity is only good in certain situations where you're guaranteed to fight sleepers, or other cards that rely on grave fetch or having cards in the grave. Blood Crazed Initiate. I just sneezed, and that's not pleasant at all. I think I'm going to stop pussyfooting around and I'm just going to take the Varroa Kidnapper. I'd like to remove a card from play for a while. Consuming Swallow on 6. Consume 2. I'm not going to do a Swarmer's deck, but thank you for implying Ghost of the Ancestors is awful. I might just take Diseased Zombie, because Diseased Zombie is great eventual removal of the command zone if I don't approve of what's in there, and plus I now guarantee the ability to draw it. And at least play it on my first turn if I don't like what they have in the command zone. And what else do we have? We have to take one of these heavier characters. Phalanx Commander dealt combat damage. He distributes that on all characters in defense zone rounded down. Potential damage reduction, but not really useful. Well, I would like Dawn of the Dragon. I'm not going to take you as a common card, because I'm going to get common cards anyway, albeit I can reduce what can be potentially drawn. That's not what I want. And Flame Dawn is good for ending this, but... Bromwich is actually a very good card, but he'd get removed immediately if I have him there. I think I'm going to take the Phalanx Commander, just so I can have some defensive play, and now I've got 2 5 costs. The Varroa Kidnapper, I've got 1 drop. Well, 1 guaranteed 1 drop, because I highly doubt they can remove it on turn 0. So, what am I going to get right off the bat? Aether Acolyte, maybe? Not Tusked Behemoth, because I'm not stupid, and I don't feel like discarding my hand at all, because I can't guarantee I'm going to get Graveyard Fetch. In fact, I don't think I can get Graveyard Fetch. I think I'm actually going to take Aether Acolyte. I'd like to have something guaranteed to drop. Inspiring Soldier. This card has to stay in play for that benefit. Invincible Defender's nice. I can guarantee another Diseased Zombie, which is another 1 drop that can deal with up to 2 cards maximum. I'm going to take the Invincible Defender just for the 2 drop and the potential that it has. Might draw morale damage here. Alright, so Disarm or Defense Golem. I could go with Endless Horde, but I need a lot of them for them to have any real use. Conscripted Militia, once again, is nice, but I have to guarantee getting more of them before they become truly useful. Otherwise, they're just a 3-drop 6/6. Defense Golem is nice, but actually, wait, I don't have many cards that can buff it, nor do I have the potential to get tons of cards for buffs for damage, so I'm going to go with Disarm here. Soldier of the Wall, no thanks. I'm gonna go with Glorious Warrior. Soldier of Fortune, 144. I can get a disease zombie and it does something else other than just being a 144 and a human. Tech Knight is also equally as nice, but I'd rather take the Glorious Warrior here over the Tech Knight. Militia is nice, but the Defender is just better, plus I have a better chance of drawing it. Varroa Magic Siphoner is also equally as nice, as is the Warped Swarmer, if I can guarantee more Swarmer cards, which I always can. I keep saying this is my one complaint, but I just never do. However, might not get tons of abilities that I want, so I'm just gonna get the Invincible Defender again. One of the many exhumed, same problem as before, I'd rather not discard cards into my graveyard. Glorious Warrior or Invincible Defender? I think I'm gonna go with another Glorious Warrior. Looks like we're gonna go heavy morale damage. I consider this a sadistic choice on their part. It's either one of the many exhumed, which I don't want to die ever, Nathite Protector, which isn't exactly the greatest, or Soldier of the Wall, which is just a slightly worse Guardian. Oh yeah, and the Defenders have Vigilance, which is also nice, considering that's the whole point. I don't have any buff cards either yet, but I'm probably going to get some, so we're going to stick with a Balanced Warrior this time around. So, no. No, Acolyte of the Altar, you already know my problem with it. Cost reduced by 2, and I have to sacrifice a target character. It would be great with Siphon Structure, but no thanks. Trickster Moxie deals essential transporter. All characters move to the defense zone. No. There's uses for this. This isn't one of them. Beast Burden. Best Friends. If I can guarantee more Best Friends, I would take it. Steadfast Protector for late game. Rift to the Old World's nice, but it's not 100% certain to get locations. And Varroa Kidnapper equally is it's not really the greatest to have that many Varroa Kidnappers, because if they die, the enemy creatures come back. They're good to try to remove one creature and then just try to set up a protection for the other. Steadfast Protector for endgame protection, and then probably the Cruel. At the end of each turn, deals 3 damage to every other character in the same zone. He's a unique character and a demon with a really high attack value. Forward Scout. Who's tough. Graveyard from the game. And yet is also incredibly strong. And you also have Flying, which is something I kind of need. Rita Shadow Priestess is nice if I just want to have a lot of chump worshiper blockers. Grotesque Brute's enough endgame punch, but Cheryl the Forward Scout is more utility right now. And if I seem a bit louder than before, I'm trying to project my voice more, on a bit of advice, just so people can hear me and I don't have to speak like a little whisper like I do normally. Anyway. Drag down, loses Flying, Dead Feaster, and all swimmers I control, or all insectoids I control, get Infect. And jeez Louise, the damage. Dead Feaster... I might just take Dead Feaster this time around. No, drag down. I need to deal with Flying. I keep failing because I refuse to deal with Flying. Tranquil Swarm... I should have taken Swarmers. Deployed all insectoids and morale cost reduced by 1. Balance, character's power becomes equal to its health. Useful for cards like Defender. Or better yet, this guy, because it'd be a 14/14 that I can get for admittedly 2 cards, but I can get it several turns early, and I'm not guaranteed to get Cheryl the Forward Scout. Word of Command equally as good if I can guarantee a card to move around, but Word of Command isn't the greatest. Alright, cards here. Battlefield Scavenger, draw, and I'm getting a lot of defending cards, so I might get Battlefield Scavenger to try to draw into things. And then Lightning Blast is good early game removal. Actually a bit of a choice here. I really like the Battlefield Scavenger. I'm just gonna take it. I hope I get a Lightning Blast later. I don't have enough undead to justify Zombie Scavenger. Discipline of Mian Monastery, because Mian Monastery is Disciple. It's great. Infected Pack Leader. I don't have any. I have 1 beast. No undead cards whatsoever. Sure, you're a 5/10/10 drop, but I don't have any other undead. I might value undead more highly with it, though. All insectoids. I will select Disciple of Neon Monastery. Dead Feaster, Invincible Defender, Tech Knight, or Magic Siphoner. I might take another Invincible Defender. This might be just a, I'm going to kill you through morale loss, and if you don't die from morale loss, I've got plenty of defenders where that came from. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? And I've got a significant chunk of 2 drops, and I need to deal with. You know what? Poison. We need an ability card. Poison is a very good ability to deal with opponents. Heat Wave equally as nice if I can manage to deal with anything that has 2 health or less. Resolute General, however, is very useful if I want to guarantee an assault, or an opponent has a ton of heavy cards that are about to come in. Sleeper of Avalanche, I don't have anything to pull the Sleeper of Avalanche back. So, it's between Resolute General and Heat Wave, and I think Resolute General wins out. I know, I'll take Fill the Graves, Herder, no. Undisturbed Monk, if he's in the support zone, gets +6/+0. Okay, beforehand, Undisturbed Monk kinda sucked. I think if any attack happened on you at that turn or otherwise, or hit your fortress, Undisturbed Monk would not gain any benefit. This seems a bit more reasonable, and I might take Undisturbed Monk. However, Pilgrimage Monk is equally as good, as it gives me more card draw, which I would love. And we get Eleta, the Immortal Sufferer. I should have taken them. Sage of Ferocity. All characters take 4 damage and becomes exhausted next turn. Okay, no thanks. Preemptive gains Untouchable that turn. Then we also have the location, and since I'm going for defenders, I might as well take it, even though I could have a nice bounce back for chump blockers. No, I'm gonna have to ignore that in favor of, not the theme, so to speak, but the amount of defenses I'm running. Okay, I have to pick something other than a Disciples of the Dragon. Tusk Behemoth, same problem. Soldier of Fortune, equal problem. Bloodthirsty Dead might be the card I select here. I don't have a ton of abilities, so it probably will be the Bloodthirsty Dead. For some early game pressure. Meditating Monk. Ah, this is the one I was thinking of. Never mind. Although, I kind of am going to need earlier 1-drops in the event that I need to have an earlier 1-drop. But then again, there's not a lot of power out on turn 1, and I could have to save this mana curve for ability cards. I think I'm going to stick with... No. Card comes out, this is only just going to stall them. I need more utility than that. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, out of all the creatures available, no demons, don't have any other unified protectors. Beast of Burden's nice, but I'm going to take Hubris of the Strong. Hubris of the Strong is an amazing ability. Balance. Apologies, my grandmother walked in here. So... card to take here, I might... No, not to take a Field Engineer, I'm going to take an Infected Monk. It's effectively got double lives. It's got twin lives. Very... No thanks, I'm not going to lose... no. Dowd's Protection is a good card here. It's nice healing. Okay. Ability cards. No. I've already seen that this could have a lot of use if I can draw it. Rally's nice if I want to prevent morale loss on my end. Death Ray is equally as nice to guarantee someone stays dead, but I'm going to take Perils of Command, as we've already seen why we're going to need something like this. Siphon Structure. No thanks. Varroa Brute. How many unique characters do we have? Oh, we have the Resolute General. Infiltration, we already know what we can get from here. Instead I'm going to take Heat Wave. I'm starting to get some ability cards here. Awaken, that'd be nice, but I don't have a lot of them. I don't have a lot of cards I'd like to bring back. A Hellkeeper would be nice to get 2/6/6 demons flying at 0 cost. But I need more card draw. Rally, once again, is okay. We can get the Hellkeeper. Artifact. Each turn gains 1 chapter at the end of the turn. If it hits 3 chapters, it's destroyed. All the point characters die and go to your graveyard. That's an okay field wipe. Nothing being reduced below 1, it becomes 1 instead. Okay. You would be nice in very rare instances. Okay, we have either Rita, the Shadow Priestess, or Aleta, Immortal Sorceress. I'm gonna go with Aleta, the Immortal Sorceress, just for the pay 4 deal 6 damage card, as well as the immortality that comes associated with it. Infectious Zombie might be okay in certain circumstances. Yeah, I see the point. Against certain races, the Infectious Zombie will be an absolute deterrent or removal bait because they don't want to accidentally risk losing something to it. Imitating Monk. Deploying gives target character -4/0. It's just active ability. I might just take it just to have a good 1-drop in certain circumstances, as well as the use of that power. I have a lot of abilities I'd like to use. I'm going to take the Recycle. Plus that also gives me card draw, I believe. Albeit card draw isn't exactly as useful as I originally valued it, because the card draw doesn't happen until after this turn, so you have to guarantee that you live through this turn at least. Feast of the Dead. Once again, I don't think a lot of morale loss is going to happen. Balanced Warrior is okay, but I'm going to take balance here. Once again, our mana curve is just a huge spike on 2. But I have the opportunity to fix it with Lightning Blast, so please give me, because I want Lightning Blast. So, other... We have so many balances. I'm going to take an Inspiring Soldier because I can get some use out of this with the balance benefit. I can take another Poison because why not? I'm going to take another Steadfast Protector so we can guarantee it. This is so far starting to look like it's going to be somewhat great. And this just heals all my characters on the battlefield. With Glorious Strategist Endowed's Protection, I think I'm going to take the Glorious Strategist here. Explorer would be nice to try to draw into the defending location, but no thanks. Endless possibilities. No thanks, this is a useless card. No one in their right mind would take it unless they want that as commander. I think I'm going to take Dawood's Protection. Once again, just so we can get our benefit, just so we can get the maximum benefit out of the balance cards. So this looks like a morale/endgame punch deck. I don't honestly know how to I think that's really the only way to say it, so let's just try a match, see how this goes. This deck is supposed to be played a bit slowly, so hopefully we got enough removal to deal with our opponents. Anyway, when we come back, I shall see you in a match, so see you in a bit. Or not. Gazin, nice to meet you. Let's see how you do. What cards do you have here? Okay, you're untouchable. Hakim, I know you're unstoppable rage. You're 4 though. So, I'm going to play this. I'm actually going to select Hakim. I just want to make him a bit useless, and while this came out here, it's to be expected. So I'm going to put you in the Assault Zone, and then I'm going to play my Invincible Defender. And if he gets low enough... Yeah, we get the location card right now. How much do you have to pay to enrage? 3. You're most likely going to enrage it next turn. I'm just gonna have this guy out here to defend. As for what to play now... Are you going to play him? What would be the benefit? Okay, he enrages. Assuming he enrages. Deals... Okay, he gets +6/+6. Lightning Blast sets him down to 2. Boosts him up to 8, meaning he'll get through this no matter what. So I can just Lightning Blast him next turn? No. We'll Lightning Blast him now. Oh, he doesn't enrage. Okay. Silly decisions on my part. We'll have the Bloodthirsty Dead go into place. And set this up as a location. Now, of course, he's going to deal more than enough damage to kill him. No, actually, Bloodthirst 4. No, that only adds damage, I think. No, this might not kill him outright. Which would be interesting. No, it kills him outright. Unfortunate. So now we have to deal with Rakal. Pull out the Steadfast Defender. And we'll pull out Cheryl in one turn, maybe. In order to block Jubilee the Messenger. I unfortunately cannot give him balance, which I would love to do at this point. Actually, does it have to be... Character is returned to play. So I'm going to remove you from play as of right now. And while you hit me with Scar, and deal a ton of damage, honestly this wasn't the greatest idea. However, I'm going to hit him with Balance, which should bring his damage up to be enough to kill off both these opponents. Actually, can I hit him for 2 damage, or is this just a silly idea? I just gotta kill a lot of his big stompy creatures. So I've got no defender. Which, while annoying, I have some solutions to this. No, I gotta play the forward scout now. I need to have one protector out there. If I don't, these guys are going to overrun me. I gotta play a lot of control, and I'd rather not. I think this is control. Oh, yes, I'm controlling the board and field, my setup. And so these are going to enrage and deal a lot of damage this turn. But he played his whole hand. Balance, balance. What would I do here? Rampaging Stag. I need to poison something, in the hopes that it will be removed later. And I suppose the only thing I can really remove is the Caretaker of the Young, in the hopes that you do not gain the ability to continue playing cards like this. I'm also going to play Dowd's Protection in order to bring your health up high enough to hopefully survive this turn, even with the Enrage. Yeah, I hate that. .40 damage. I think I'm dead either way. I'm going to hit you with Balance to make sure you don't die. No, not me and Monk. You'll be played next. Nope. You in the rear. Ah, nope, I'm dead either way. I forgot about Jubilee the Messenger, because I don't have a way of dealing with it. Can't deal with flying. no matter what I do. Why do I have to keep facing off against Warpath? I can't beat Warpath ever. I honestly don't know how many mistakes I made during that match. Well... I'm gonna wait about a minute or two, and when we come back we'll be in another match, because I want to make sure I don't accidentally run into the same guy again. I'd like to at least get a different match every time. So when we come back we'll be in the midst of another battle. We've gotten another battle, and by the character portrait I'm guessing it would have tried to go Warpath, but it didn't. Sage of Ferocity, gee, I wonder why. Infected Purifier would die, transforms into 8/4 Undead Ghost Knight. So I can't hit that. So what I am going to do is kill off the Sage of Ferocity, just so it can't board wipe the field because it feels like it. I'm going to try dealing some early damage to my opponent. I feel okay with our current hand setup. Seems okay in my opinion. We're probably going to draw into other cards eventually. No, you're probably going to wait and use this as a board wipe, in which case I've got enough Vigilance cards where I can just wait it out. So I'm just going to wait. Now you have your Ghost Knight, and I'll gladly take 7 damage instead. And while we could poison, this card's going to survive and become slightly stronger, I believe. So I'm just going to sit here and wait for the board wipe. That probably will come and build up a small hand size. Actually, I could pull out the Invincible Defender. So, I'm gonna board wipe this turn, because I'm still not gonna play anything while that's in the field, in play. And while I could poison it to speed up the process, I've already damaged it once, and I could also remove it from play, but I don't feel as if that would be a good use of my resources. Our Infected Purifier is going to live through this. And my response would be to play the Discipline of the Neon Monastery. And you don't play Yoshan. Disappointing. Great Wall. Undo. Do we have any cards I can play this turn that'd be of use? Balanced Warrior? And then Aether Acolyte. They'll both survive it, if he plays the board wipe this turn. Which he doesn't. Hang on, is it on the battlefield? No, all characters just take that much damage, and I see what you're doing. I don't approve of it, so he's going to die right now. And then I'm going to play Dowd's ability. At the same time, I'm also going to weaken him? No. Undo. Let me set this guy up for the defense. Characters take half damage this turn. Okay, we're gonna put out Glorious Warrior. If it's on the battlefield. Okay, never mind. We're gonna Varroa kidnap you. And we'll pull out this defender next. In the meantime, I think she'll be our protection for now. And we shall end our current planning phase. And we get Cheryl the Forward Scout. I see what you're doing. It's another hand lock. That's great. pull out our defender here, because I'd rather not lose this because of that. Effect and board wipe, maybe? My field is not conductive to a board wipe. While he can deal a lot of damage to all characters, it would equally hurt his character. Oh, I get it. I understand. It sucks, but I understand. I'll have 9 next turn, so if he plays his entire support field now, I don't think I'll die with this. He somehow gets double strike. And this is still going to live. Let's resume play. I would very much like it if this card would not be in the play, because it just sucks as of right now. In all honesty, I absolutely despise its existence. So we're gonna have the Resolute General, and just have these two constantly trade off. And nothing here will kill them off immediately. Cheryl the Forward Scout will come up next. But how did they not die? Or did they just heal? Yes, they just healed. Well, the Balanced Warrior also in on this mess. No, this is as good as it's going to get. Board wipe. No. So that died off. He knows my plan now. Ah yes, and you constantly keep healing. Completely did not expect that. Now, is there anyone I should debuff right now? Legionnaire of Dawn. Character, minus that much. We are going to hit the Legionnaire of Dawn with it. And hopefully the Mian Monk will live through this. And we shall buff you and send you onto the field as well. Once again, not aware of much. They might just exhaust the field. Well, this is why we've played everything else. To hopefully survive this mess. And again, he can only exhaust cards of one type, and I don't really run cards of one type, which some might argue that's a flaw in my strategy. You're gonna hit both of us with that much. No, he hits both. Why does this keep lying to me? Oh, each opponent's. Why do I keep misreading that card? So Dad's Protection will get played again, along with Cheryl the Forward Scout. And the Infected Monk, and you, because we really don't need your existence. We can't really justify your stay here. Mian Monk will remain in play. Just not leaving our side of the field. I would very much like it if I could wipe out his support zone, but because I did not get Desolation, or even the opportunity to get Desolation, I can't do that. I can't very well punch through his line. Oh, you've got flying. Not enough to break through just yet. And you exhaust, and you stumble, and yep, should have figured. Well, we've just blown another 1,000 for absolutely no reason, because I can't play this game to save my life. Maybe I should just do whatever I want, instead of trying to follow an idea, or otherwise, because I'm clearly doing everything wrong. If I can't win a single matchup. Maybe I'm just too timid. Anyway. I hope you've all enjoyed watching my next stunning failure. Well, I'm not even going to get a single win with this deck. And next time, we will... Next time, we will just round off the failure that is this deck. So if you all enjoyed watching, I'll catch you on the next Rift.